A warm welcome to Anuradha Vedic Astrology. Today we are going to see how Dasha affects the happening of a house. But before that, a big thanks to all of you for liking, sharing and subscribing to our YouTube and Spotify channels and writing in your comments and your suggestions there. If you haven't subscribed to us, please do, and remember to press the bell icon so that you can get the updates ASAP. As per Phal Deepika, it is very well stated that when the dasha of a particular lord of a house is operative, it will work for the person according to those parameters. Say for somebody, if the 12th lord is, the dasha of the 12th lord is going on for a person, then during that time, 12th house being the house of charities, a person will do a lot of philanthropic work, and 12th house, since it brings you a lot of name and fame also, it will make the person be bestowed with honors. The person will be known far and wide, and in those days, since it was the king who would honor a person, it is mentioned that the kings would honor a person. But in general, we will find big honors coming a person's way. For example, I take here the chart of Elizabeth Taylor. Elizabeth Taylor was a very well known philanthropic person, a very well known actress. She starred in a number of movies, but her point in life was also the philanthropy she did, and not only that, her marriages made her more flamboyant and very well known. Now, her lagna is the Scorpio lagna, and her 12th lord is Venus. Venus also happens to be her 7th lord. Okay, 7th house is your house of standing in a public. That is, what's your public persona? How do people perceive you? And during the period, as mentioned in Uttar Kalamrit, of the 12th lord. So when her Venus Antardasha, or should I say that when her Venus Dasha was running, it was very well seen that it was during that time that she became very active on a public level. Again, the 7th house also is included here, and the 12th house, where she became very active on a public level with the HIV cause. HIV was a cause that was not very much prevalent or was always shoved under the carpet because it was something considered to be a taboo. People did not consider it as a case worth mentioning or were afraid of mentioning it. And that is something that Elizabeth Taylor brought it on a public level, and she also spent, because the 12th house also talks about spending, vyay. So she spent a lot on charitable causes as regards to AIDS. Okay, she spent a lot of her money there. In fact, she gave a lot of her jewelry away in auction to raise money for AIDS. And it is during this time that she was bestowed the knighthood, she was given a lot of name and recognition, and a number of awards, a lifetime achievement award, a lot of awards were given to her, or she bagged these awards in her kitty, and she became all the more famous, more for her philanthropic deeds than for her movies, perfumes or jewelry. So we see that whichever house lord, and let's not forget that the Venus is also placed in a chart in the 5th house with Rahu. Rahu talks about those diseases which do not give a very strong result, which do not give a very conclusive result, and Venus here can show the Dhanvantri, or rather the Vaidya, okay, which will work hard in the positive sense for giving her that result. 5th house is also the house of charities, big charities. Rahu makes them all the more bigger because this Venus is exalted there. Rahu exaggerates the character of the planet it is sitting with. So we see that this Venus, in that Venus Dasha, she was able to do a lot of public work, charities, gain a lot of name and fame for herself. Put these very small principles in your chart and see how they work for you. Until we meet with you again, stay safe. Thank you.
Please hit the bell icon for fresh updates. Don't forget to like, share and comment on the videos, and please subscribe to our channel.